Hello everybody, it's Jen, Scrapbena Creations. Welcome back for another design team project for Not2Shabby shop. This is the card I'm making today. I'm using the Pink and Main Fiesta stamp set, and I love all the little images that come in this set. I do have a purring kitty on my lap. Lila is in the craft room with me, so if you can hear her, that's who's hanging out with us today. I just can't bear to take her off my lap when she's being so cute. So I started out coloring the image. I'm using Spectrum Noir, LG4, LG3, and LG2. The LG3 is actually a little bit darker than the LG4. So to blend the darker colors, I'm just doing tip to tip with the LG2 and I believe the LG4. And then I'm just going to go back over that with the lightest color. So I'm going off the paper that I'm going to be using. I'm going to show you here in a second. And they have their little margaritas colored darker at the top and lighter at the bottom, and then the lime is quite a bit darker. So for the lime, I'm just going around the edge with the darkest markers, and the inside of the lime pieces will be the lightest. Now for the glass, I just wanted to keep it nice and simple. So I'm using my Copic markers in C3, C1, and the blender pen, just doing a little bit of shading, but keeping the majority of the glass white, so it's almost looking like it's glass. So once I finish that up, I'm going to show you the paper. So I'm using the Summer Fiesta by Recollection, so you can get this paper at Michael's. And I cut the pattern paper using a stitched rectangle die from Mon Fawn. This paper is so cute. It has margaritas and avocado and pineapple and a whole bunch of adorable little images. So I also cut out this border. This is the Cloudy Frame Dies by Pink and Main, and it comes with a number of different sizes in it, and I cut it out of some white glitter paper, which is going to go well with the salt that I'm going to put on the rim of the glass. So I was trying to decide there if I wanted to use the glitter paper for the backing of the margarita glasses, and then decided that I just wanted to use some plain cardstock and thought I would just do the background with some Distress Oxide in Fossilized Amber, just to give a little bit of pop and to bring in the yellow from the pattern paper. So I'm just going to trim that up. I did use my distress sprayer here just to give it a little bit of a water effect. I think this is one of my favorite distress ink oxide techniques. And then I'm just going to adhere that little panel to the back side of the Cloudy Frame die. So then I'm going to pop that up with some fun foam. I'm going to use my Extreme Adhesive by Tombow on both sides of the fun foam, and then I'm going to adhere that directly to the card base, which has the panel on it. I did somehow get some glue on it, so I used my fingers there a little bit to pick that off, but I am going to bring in my adhesive eraser. This is by Xyron, and just take the rest of that off, and it works perfectly. So there's what the card's going to look like. Now, it is a little bit off-centered to the right. I didn't notice that when I was filming, but I do gently remove that after the video is done and get that centered up a little bit better. So I'm actually using two of the margaritas, and I thought I wanted to have the bottom of the glasses touching the frame, but then decided, you can see me here, I just decided to pull them up a little bit. Now I'm using the Rock Candy Stickles, I think that's what they're called, Distress Stickles in Picket Fence, to make it look like there's some margarita salt. And then I'm stamping my sentiment, which just says margaritas ? So I'm using my VersaFine Onyx Black ink here, and then I'm using some clear embossing powder. And as you can see, I'm just using the remnants left over from where I used the Distress Oxide for the back panel, and I'm going to pop this up on some fun foam as well, figure out where I want to lay that, And of course, go back to the very first spot I had it in the end, but you could put it anywhere. So then I decided to curl up the little edges of the banner just to give a little bit of something different. And then I'm using a white gel pen here just to add a little bit more white detail where they've already placed it on the little margarita glasses. So I'm using some Nuvo crystal drops. These are the carnation pink. Well, this is the carnation pink. And really one of the first times that I'm actually using Nuvo drops. I got these in Jamie's shop. And so I've seen people kind of tap their cards just so that the dots will lay a little bit more circular. So I tried that out. Used my Spectrum Noir glitter brush marker here to add some shine and shimmer to the limes, and the card is finished. So I hope you enjoyed. Take care, everybody. Have a great day. Bye.